Yo, yo, yo. Here we go. Because I'm right the podcast. Damn, man, you know what? I ain't even got my screen set up to, to share it, yo. I'm sitting here with my man Loudmouth Dave, aka Red Rico. But yo, let me get my link. I forgot to put my link up, man. I'm talking to you, man. You gotta be talking in the background. I forgot to. There you go.
Oh shoot.
There you
Here
go.
we go.
For those that don't know,
that boy that aged 40 years.
It's all family on the screen, man. It's all family on the screen.
Oh, Winnie. Boy, what you got Papa Smurf on this motherfucker for?
Hey. You know, it was a year ago this week that your quarterback went all lives matter. So you tread lightly today, buddy. But I let you live today. I was gonna tag you in all my memories.
Rico, you got a booger in your nose.
I'm pretty sure I do.
Get it out.
All right, man. I'm about to play these songs, man. Then we'll get back to the show, man.
What it do? Rico in the building.
Yeah, they finally got me to show.
What the heck is all that?
I'm sharing all the screens. We all up on it. I'm doing some.
We in the matrix.
Done share everything.
Oh, real talk.
Hey, yo, how that sound on it to y'all, man?
Now it's
testing. I got a little bit of the echo.
Unless you want me to see this.
You got an echo?
I wanna.
Yeah, I got an echo.
Yeah, let me, because I'm on the wrong screen, man.
There we go.
Okay, I don't have nothing there.
We good money now. We live?
Yeah, we live, man. We live as a motherfucker.
We live and in color.
Yo, what is?
Hey, you got your headphones on, Rico? Because you're gonna hear.
It won't let me hear anything in my headphones.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have to mute you. What's going on when you talk? Because if not, you're gonna hear everything.
What do you mean I'm hearing everything?
You good?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay.
What's up?
Look at that.
Mike? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's ready from our instrumental album beat tape. Got instrumentals. Check it out. Streaming everywhere. Links in the comments and all that. What's up, Mike?
What's going on, man?
What's up with you?
Mike Zim, what's poppin'?
And again, this is because I'm Right the Podcast with Loudmouth Dave, Mike Zen, and Mr. Might Be Your Daddy in the building.
Might be.
Might be who daddy?
Definitely not your daddy.
We all know you know good and well who my father is. The DNA test we don't even need a DNA test on that one.
You didn't even need to go to Maury.
Maury kick us off his show in the back. Like, nah, I ain't even nope. Nope.
Oh yeah, your pop.
So that was your beat or that was somebody else's beat?
Oh no, that's me, man. That's me.
That was you. So remember I told you have Tupac beat last week, right? This week, This week, it's a Kanye beat.
Nah, that's not no Kanye beat.
Sound like I could hear Kanye on
it. It's a Gotti beat, man. It actually got the little old school little vibe in it, man.
No, I'm not. I'm saying who I can see on the track.
I can't even see Kanye on it, man. But it would be nice if he did got on it. That would be nice. Mr. Sims is in the building, man. Mr. Sims is in the building, man. What's going on with everybody, man?
A question for Sims before we get started.
There's another hooper in the building. Respect.
Oh yeah.
What up? What up?
Do you own?
We got down 3 of the best ballers in our PES class in here now. We could take it back to Dorman 97. What up, Sim?
How you been, buddy? So you in a long minute.
I've been living.
That's good to hear.
I can't complain.
See, you got this Panther stuff on. Y'all already getting me targets up in here, bro?
Hey,
that's an easy
target. I ride hard for mine.
Easy target.
I mean, it could be worse. I could be a Saints fan.
Oh.
Whoa. It could be even worse. I could be a Washington Commanders fan.
Don't do it. Rocky, don't do the Commodores, man. I don't like the Commodores, man. I don't like.
Oh shoot!
We're losing.
What's up, fella? Hey, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure who this is because you're not sharing your name. But what's up, man?
I think it's somebody said Kelvin Richards. You know who that is?
Oh, that's Red.
That's Red. Yeah, that's Red.
That's Red man.
What's up, Red?
Hey, that's my hood right there.
Yeah, Red.
Okay.
The only neighborhood you'll hear me claim out loud.
So what's good, man? What's good with everybody, man?
Hey, listen.
What's that?
I woke up this morning in Virginia. Now I'm sitting in Cincinnati. Let's get this show on the road.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So our first
topic, you by Blade and Bow.
Our first topic of the day, man. We're gonna talk about y'all kind of pulled me a little bit. I don't like to talk about my coaches and stuff, man. But the NAACP is calling for Jack Del Rio to resign or be fired by the Commanders for his January 6th comments, man.
Can I see his comments? Because I'm not familiar. I don't watch the news.
So he basically said so.
It wasn't that bad what he said, bro. Damn, they want to fire for that.
So he said people's livelihoods are being destroyed, businesses are being burned down, no problem. And he said, then we have a dust up at the Capitol, nothing burned down, and we're going to make that a major deal. So yeah, they on his ass about this, man.
Yeah, he made an ignorant comment.
He said it was a little dust up, but yeah,
So didn't somebody get popped and killed?
Oh yeah,
yeah. They did over $10 million to the Capitol. $10 million worth of damage to the Capitol.
That's just a dust up.
And
that's a dust up.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So, fellas, how does this format work? Because I got a lot to say about this one.
Go
ahead and enlighten us, because you did say something about the insurrection and all that, like that's supposed to be that's going on today. Because I kind of be out of the loop with a lot of that stuff, man. I'm kind of
nigga, you live in DC. How you have to loop?
I'm right. Like, nigga, did you not see what was going on?
Hey, dude, I'm not.
He didn't go downtown that day, Chris.
Hey, I'm not.
Hey, he live in the suburbs of DC. You know, it's only that big. He live on that part.
He the closest motherfucker to it. He talking about he ain't.
Hey, I actually live on the Maryland side, man. So I'm
oh, stop it.
I'm in Maryland, man. I'm actually in Maryland. Like I'm directly in Maryland. I'm not that far from DC. I'm like 5 minutes away from DC, but We don't be worried about that stuff up here.
See it.
Yeah, we'll be worried about that stuff up here, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
What's-
it is what it is.
So-
So go ahead. What you got? What you got, Rico? What you got?
So let me get into this. Let me
Y'all
get
can
into
get into
this.
it.
Because I get sick and tired of people, and by people I mean of a certain political ilk, going for whataboutisms. And for those of you who don't know what a whataboutism is, it's when you have a problem in front of you, but you deflect that problem by saying, well, what about problem over here? And that's exactly what Jack Del Rio did. What about this problem over here? Well, if you think for one moment that police killing unarmed black men is the same as a bunch of white people mad simply because their candidate lost an election that attempted to subvert and overthrow the government, then you are a moron. Furthermore, if you are of the mindset that what black people did is worth, never in the history of niggerdom have black people ever attempted to overthrow the United States government, even though it is historically documented that we are probably the only race of people that actually had a right to overthrow the United States government. We have never tried it, but y'all got mad because you lost an election. And you refer to beating up the police after you sit there and talked about all lives matter and back the blue. Now all of a sudden, it's a dust up. You got Michael Fanone, who has a traumatic brain injury. You have an officer that Brian Sicknick that committed suicide. You have you have officers that died in what world do you think this is just a dust up because it serves you it serves your political ideology? And as y'all see, I have on my Panthers apron.
Oh my God, he just
Hold on, wait, I'm about to tie it in. No, look, I'm tying it in. I have on my Panthers apron.
And then y'all just hired a cheerleader. Hey, I'm sorry, man, but then y'all just hired like a cheerleader or something.
Made a
Hey,
shit.
we ain't worried about that right now. Let's just stick to the facts here. Again, I have on my Panthers apron, and as you know, the head coach of the Washington Commanders / football team / Redskins / 007 / RG 00.79.
Put in bad hip.
As you know, their head coach was our head coach. He suspended our quarterback for not wearing a tie on a plane, but you got this idiot as your defensive coordinator. Ron Rivera can say nothing until Jack Del Rio is unemployed. Because here's the thing: you are a defensive leader of black men.
So hold on, you think he should be fired?
No.
Yes.
No.
Or Chris, at most reassigned. You cannot. Here's the thing: you are profiting off the backs of black men. I don't even know who the hell is watching this quarterback.
Hey, hold up. So, Chris, what you think, Chris? Should he be fired?
Don't nobody know who Washington quarterback is.
So again, you're profiting off of your defensive end. Ain't nobody coming to see your quarterback, Otis. Ain't nobody coming to see your white guys in Washington.
And he out here giving trivia questions. Don't nobody know who Washington quarterback is.
Yeah. So again, my point is nobody's coming to see your white players. Name a white player. Hey, he's a Washington fan. Name a white player in Washington. Everybody coming to see.
Hey, so Rock, Rock, what you got, man?
Done. Name a white player in Washington. Everybody coming to see.
Nah, man, we gonna stay on the top. We gonna stay on topic.
No, we on topic.
We off topic.
Name a white player. Everybody coming to see.
We off topic.
All right, so let me just.
The fact you can't name a white player that everybody sees means that this white coach that has this negative. Ain't the first time that he's done this. He did it in Oakland. He was a habitual line stepper in Oakland. Remember, his players couldn't kneel for the anthem because that wasn't the time for them to do it. Then he told that lie the other day. Well, I've always encouraged protests. So this leader of black men has now chose to polarize black men. So why is he the head coach? I mean, why is he the defensive coordinator? If you got this problem with black people, you shouldn't benefit from their success. I'm just saying.
All right, man. Let Rock get it. Rock, what you got on this, man? Because you was calling the time out. What you got?
Being fired. I mean, he ain't come out and say something like, all blacks don't matter. He ain't go into any of that.
All blacks.
Oh, you got to say that?
I'm just saying, like he ain't come out.
But you got to say that.
I'm looking at the comment. And he talk about a
He talk
dust.
about all blacks don't
I
matter.
get it. I get it, but he ain't talking. He ain't.
It's a sensitive comment, man. But I mean, I mean, it's a sensitive comment. But should it be
It's a
fired for
comment.
it?
Dude,
Yes,
it's
because it's not his first time.
But it's a comment that shows his political views. If you're gonna focus on rioting more than you focus on the Capitol, obviously you know who you're siding with. Hey, we need to look at them, not this. I mean, obviously it shows who he's politically behind. But I feel like I watched one of the shows today, and Ryan Clark and then Stephen A were talking about it, and they were talking about it's almost better to know what somebody's about. And then if you want, because the dude said he'd have the conversation. So I'm like, all right, well, man, I mean, maybe you need to sit back and talk to people, but you are leading majority black men. And if they decide not to follow you, then yeah, that might be fireable then. But if he ignorant comments, I think we're trying to take too many jabs off people's views or whatever. But yeah, we say it's a free country. So I mean, if you're gonna feel your way, but you ain't out yelling in words and telling people. I mean, I didn't think it was that crazy. You know what I'm saying? Not
Mike Zen, what you think about the comments, and do you think he should be fired?
I think it's crazy that y'all think he care more about the people who play the game for him than his political party and what money that brings to him. I find that insane that y'all think he give a shit. Number one. Number two.
Who said he give a shit?
I like
do.
Oh, he definitely don't. He gonna make his money regardless. I mean, we talking about he an NFL coach, right?
Yeah.
Right.
He gonna make his money regardless. And I can guarantee you, all them same black folks on the team, if you give them a choice between not making that money or playing for that coach, which one you think they're gonna pick?
Oh, they gonna play for that coach.
So I mean,
they gonna play for that coach.
Here's the thing, my man. Look, if we're gonna have a conversation about it, let's have a realistic conversation about it and how it actually applies to us. None of us play football. All we do is watch that shit. So if you think this man he gonna say what he gonna say his beliefs. And just because we got social media, he been saying it. You think it's probably this ain't that
he
the
been saying
worst
shit.
thing
He been saying stuff.
said. And then here's my last thing. If you think that, and I'm gonna quote him, the dust up was the worst thing that white folks have done in America, you're insane. So if you are putting it in retrospect, it is a fucking dust up. And that's it. Go ahead, keep going.
You know another thing though, and just off us being
hold on right quick. So hold on, Mike. So do you think he should be fired? Or I mean, because I'm a little I'm in between. If you saying you don't give a shit, but so you don't think he should be fired for?
Oh,
or you just don't even care?
I have no shits to give. It don't pay nothing in my crib, man. Go ahead. I don't give a fuck. Go.
It's just one of them things, dude. If we were gonna really be down with if it was like the stuff that happened to Kaepernick back in the day, we'd have stopped watching the NFL then. Like, I mean, the NFL already showed who they are. Like, if we were really down or not, we would have cut it off right then because the man got fired just because he was backing the black community. That's literally the only reason.
Right.
I made it everything else.
I don't know why now, every time something happens where we get slapped in the face, now everybody want to get, y'all, I don't know if you noticed it or if you know anything about history, we get slapped in the face a lot. So,
we done took a lot of those.
Let's be clear, man.
So the question is though, when we get slapped in the face, you know why we repeatedly get slapped in the face? Because when we get slapped in the face, we always go, "Please, master, can I have another?"
Well,
we do apologize too much.
Yeah, again.
Here's the thing, right? I mean, I did what you're saying, but here's the thing, man. At some point, just like when there was slaves, some of them rebelled, some of them was subservient. So all of us as black men ain't gonna stand up for what the fuck we believe in. So it's good to sit and talk about this shit, but ain't no movement. We spend more time worried about how the hell we look around another black man than we do trying to teach him something. I'm the only tradesman in my building. I'm the only black tradesman in my building. So whatever I do, I represent us. Everything I build gonna last for 100 fucking years. So we ain't talking together on making something like that for our children. All the rest of this is just fucking bullshit. And that's what I think.
I mean, I agree with you there. I agree. I agree with you wholeheartedly there. I believe that there's some things
for us, my man. We can't blame them for no accountability for us. Period.
Listen.
Period.
You preaching what happened on that one.
Just like what happened in Buffalo. Hold on, let me get this off real quick, my man. Just like what happened in Buffalo. Now, if the black people who were left alive came out and saw that fucking death before the cops got take him in, that's a fucking statement.
Yeah.
That's a fucking statement.
Right.
We still waiting on the law to protect us? The same one that was made to keep us in a certain place. Now we expect to protect us. Now we want some due process. Nah, man. Black men got to be accountable for black men and black families. And that's it.
And what would have happened was if we would have jumped in on that Buffalo joint, do you know how many of us would be in jail with him?
Right. Okay. So then listen, we talking about the dust up at the Capitol. How many of them in jail versus how many of them got that was there?
Hold on. Rocky,
they was willing to make that statement, man.
We go to jail for less.
Right.
We'll kill each other for less. We'll shoot each other for less. But this white supremacists can shoot up a grocery store, and that's one of the things I do hate about our people in a sense. Like, this is we can say whatever the hell we want to here. So I'm gonna be honest. One of the things I hate about us is the fact that we will sit there and we'll kill each other. We'll kill each other over some damn sneakers. But you got some stuff like that happen. Then all of a sudden, we meek and humble. All of a sudden, we want to it is
humble, angry for a day.
Yeah.
We protest for a day, for a week. We jump out there and I'm not supporting this. I'm not gonna buy that.
It's too many agendas, man. It's too many agendas.
Right. I'm only gonna buy black. I'm only gonna do this. I'm only gonna do that. And then as the little bit of time happens, and then Gucci says, "Hey, we got a 50% sale." All that stuff's out the window.
And that's why
back out to Gucci and get something for 50%. Get a belt for 50%.
And that's why I said I've always been to the sense of if I get to the point where I say, and Rocky can attest to this, I'm going to support if you are a black person, I will support your business one time because you're black, because I want to see you succeed. But then once you show me you are worthy of my business, Rocky will tell you, if I make it into the New York area where I'm close to Stony Park, Rocky, what do I eat?
Coming to the spot.
So I'm going to do that. So here's the thing. When Kanye West made all his comments, people fucking with black people back fucking with Kanye West. Guess who ain't?
You not?
I'm cool. Because once you decide, for me, once you decide to take the side of white people, once you decide to take the side of white people against black people for the expediency of currying in favor with white people, I'm done with you. And I got great white, I got great white friends. The owner of my company, I'm cool.
I think I know what you're trying to say, but that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense.
Wait a minute, what you say? I didn't hear you.
Yeah, I think I understand what you're trying to say, man, but context that don't make sense. It's fucking the thing that we
don't make sense.
Well, hold on. I'm about to tell you. It's crazy to think, man, that just being meek and humble in this country, we was enslaved, man. So let's be clear, without the help of white people, that's still a reality, my man. So
I agree with you
as what you're saying about people, wait a minute. What you I'm working to you. I dig what you're saying. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm with you. So as far as black people pandering for the sake of trying to sit at the table with white people, it's crazy for a black man to think that shit is success. See, that's the real brainwashing. You think that you got to sit at a table with a white man for you to have success. When there are several black owners, the only thing that matters, make sure you hear me, is ownership. If you can't give it to your son, you ain't talking about nothing. And I ain't talking about no fucking Gucci.
You preaching to the choir. But what I'm saying though is once you decide that, like, okay, I'll give you a prime example. Bill Cosby.
Hold on. I'm trying to. I mean, even though it's kind of like to the left.
Have I heard Kanye and
what did
Bill
Kanye?
Cosby?
What did Kanye do? What did
What
Kanye do?
What
did he do?
Hey, somebody say Charles Barkley. I'm out, bro.
Charles Barkley.
Oh, you know what? I don't pay Chuck no attention. Chuck is Chuck.
You don't know hit 2 hot points. You say Charles Barkley. I'm out. Y'all put so
So what?
I'm trying to see what Kanye did.
That's all.
Say what?
Man, that's
I'm trying to see
problem with ideology.
I'm just trying to see what's your thing with Kanye. Like, why you out with Kanye? What's the
when Kanye went dancing for Trump? I was done. Because the only reason you did
that is that a question? You had to ask him that? Seriously?
Yeah, like when you went dancing for Trump, I was done with you. Same way I was done with what's my man name? Mr. 999 that died from COVID. Here's the thing, when Bill Cosby went on that tour years ago, right after, like, you follow the money with Bill Cosby, go look up Bill Castor and Bill Cosby, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Once Bill Cosby went on that tour where he was denigrating black women for the sake of currying favor with the likes of Laura Ingraham, Sean Hannity, Rudy Giuliani, I was done with Bill. Whatever happens to Bill after that, that's you.
So damn,
whatever
man,
comes to you next.
So you don't forget. So damn, man, you don't forgive. So there's no forgiving with you, man.
It ain't about forgiving. Don't come back. Don't come back to me when you find out what they really are.
No, that's
the people that use you when they done using you and they toss you back on the trash heap, stay over there.
That's what we just
stay over there. I'm cool with you. I wish you the best. You can't sit at the table.
I mean, I
gotta forgive everybody though.
And it's not even forgiving him. I'm just saying, even in the Kanye situation, I mean, he had a lot of antics that probably like threw people to the left and to the right. But I mean, he says he's done some real shit in there. He says some real shit in there that people probably wouldn't normally say. So it's not.
You mean like slavery was a choice? We could have opted out of slavery. Hey, Rocky. Hey, Rocky. You know that we our grandparents could have. Because we got the same grandparents, Rocky. You know, our grandparents could have opted out of slavery, Rocky. Did you know that? They could have went on the internet and opted out.
Hey,
it was that war.
I don't want to be a slave today.
But some of that shit. But understand, this is the reason why it's hard to unite, because everybody got their own agenda. That's what I'm saying. So it's hard to unite. It's hard to unite because
Kanye done got
it in our DNA.
What's that?
Against one another.
It's always instead of pulling the brother up because he's struggling or maybe.
So what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to forget what he said about us.
I know, but you one of the reasons that we can't unite. We ain't gonna never unite.
No, hold on. Wait.
Because we're gonna always.
What if Kanye done? Wait, hold on. What if Kanye done that makes me want to reconcile with that fact? Has he come out and said that he was wrong for what he said?
I'm about to be over there. I'm tripping.
I'm not tripping, man.
Did Bill Cosby come out and take back what he said on that tour? That nigga went to 70 cities. Look it up. He went to 70 cities trashing us. Am I supposed to be like, oh man, you got to accuse the race?
You can't put Cosby and Kanye in the same sense. That's
why not?
Different scenario.
Why not? They both took the track. They both shitted on us. They both shitted on us for the expediency of acceptance of white people.
What's next, man? That's madness.
That's different shit. That's different shit, man. That's you can't put.
Tell me where I'm wrong. Did they not both denigrate blacks for the acceptance of whites?
Jaguars coach. What else was he?
Say what?
Jack Del Rio. We were talking about him. He was a Jaguars coach. Failed. He's a commander, a commodore.
I'm just saying, man. My point is, we ain't gonna ever unite.
Don't forget he failed at Oakland.
We'll never unite, man, because stuff like this, because everybody got their own agenda.
Don, that's a big question, though, right? How can we can't unite?
Wait a minute. Why is the unity on us?
He talking about
It is because it's us. Because it's us.
Here's what I'm saying though. Yes or no? Did Kanye not use his celebrity to shit on us for the sake of experience, the sake of himself? This of Donald Trump. Yes or no?
So we trade
I don't think
That's
so.
a yes or no question.
We trade Kanye and
Did he not do it?
we bring in Justin Bieber. We trade him.
Sim, did he do it? Sim, did he do it, Sim?
Listen, man, my thing with Kanye, since
I don't think he
since
exactly
somehow we
did it
got
like
to
that.
this Kanye, and I got to talk about this motherfucker once again. I just don't like all the excuses that we give this guy. He has done ignorant shit. He said ignorant stuff. Just let him be in the Kanye circle and leave him the hell alone. I just don't like all the excuses for him. Bill Cosby's different because Bill Cosby literally committed a crime.
Yeah, that's what
And
I'm saying. They
admitted
not
to
in
the
the,
shit.
Why I don't fuck with Bill
but I'm saying
Cosby.
they not in the same. They not in the same. I mean, yeah, those are two different categories to
Two
me.
different
But
things. Yeah.
to me, it's two different
Kanye-
categories.
Hold on.
But
What they
Kanye
did was two
is
different things.
Kanye
But what I'm saying is go
Bill
look up what
Cosby
Bill
really-
Cosby went on the road and said. That's why I'm done with him.
I
But look
remember-
at what he said about black people.
No.
Said what
If
he
Bill-
did with, what's her name? With Wanda Sykes. You know, he got all. I don't know if you saw the documentary on him. We saw all that. We saw how he put himself higher than thou than other black folks. We get it. He did all that yakety yak and pull your pants up and Wanda Sykes talking ghetto and blah 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 blah. But that was Bill. He thought he was the black god until
but you did it and you went on tour
until he realized that what Jay-Z said still is what he was.
I mean, and that was the thing. You made that deal with Bruce Castor. That's why you didn't end up in jail, because you made that deal with Bruce Castor. And then you went on tour with Rudy Giuliani, Laura Ingraham, Laura Bush, Sean Hannity, Mark Levine. Look these guys up. It's right there. You went on tour. You talked trash about us to curry favor with them. The reason why you are not in jail, because Bruce Castor, the guy that got Trump off in the second impeachment trial, made a deal with you because you admitted to doing what they accused you of doing. But because you made that deal, so stay over there with them. That's who you chose. When it came down to it, you chose to curry favor with them. Same thing to it. When it came down to it, Kanye went to Trump Tower to curry favor with them. Stay over there with them. Don't come to me talking about a black agenda when you went and you did that.
Let me ask a question real quick. Let me get because about what you're saying. So if we're talking about how black people ain't unified with black people, why would a solo rich black person then that don't make no sense, man. Of course he gonna go with what's gonna help him.
Okay, so you chose what helped you over what helped us. Don't come back talking to me about us.
42 years, man. I fucking love it. But now there's a couple things that I fucking too, man. I ain't oblivious to that. I don't know what you expecting for Bill Cosby to do exactly in his situation as it is. He can only make the moves that he can make. But he still did Electric Company. He still did the Cosby Show, which for some black people was their first view of a functional fucking black family. So yeah, the man might have done some crazy shit, but yeah, so did Elvis Presley. So did George Washington. If we got
so now we're back to whataboutism.
Don't you talk about Elvis.
Now we back to whataboutisms though. That's the problem. We're back to whataboutisms. What about what they did? We're not talking about Elvis Presley.
This points of shit.
We talking about Bill Cosby. That's what we do. We put in whataboutisms.
Hey, Mike Zen, we was moving on until you had your comment. So you kind of.
I think I need a refill.
That's all I need to prolong that one. Go ahead.
Hey man, hey,
Elvis, don't you be bringing up Elvis? Ain't nothing wrong with no Elvis.
All right, roll with me on this, Rocky. Man. And it's not exactly. I'm not coming at this because I know we probably don't give a shit about these people's relationship. We probably don't give a shit. Nobody on here probably give a shit about Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan. But I'm bringing them up. A couple of relationship scenarios. I'm bringing them up because they're in the news because they said she's moving on from him because he wanted to be married. He wanted to commit, and she didn't want to commit to him. So my question to y'all is, would you be happy if somebody, like, say for instance, you with a lady, and I'm just trying to spin it to a, where we can have a conversation about it. So say you with a lady, you with her for a year, you did everything, and then she just, she up jumps, say, hey, you want to commit to her, you probably want to get married, you say you want to have kids, and she says, no, I don't want to commit, and I'm leaving you. Like, how would y'all feel if that happened to you, or would you be grateful that she moved on? Did you dodge a bullet? Like, I
dodged a bullet.
Knowing what I know today, thank you for letting me dodge a bullet.
Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, I mean, before I got married and stuff, man, I had my relationships, and you might be with somebody a few months, and blah blah blah. Shit don't work out. You kick rocks and move it on. But apparently, one person was thinking the relationship was one thing, and the other one wasn't. And hadn't she been? Don't she talk to a lot of these little celebrity people anyway? I'd already have my question marks on her anyway.
Just dating somebody recently.
Red flags.
Yeah.
I mean, it's red flags, but come on, man. Let's not act like. I mean, because they relationship might be more high profile. Don't act like in the hood or in regular neighborhood that the dude ain't chasing the girl that a couple of people that ran through.
About hoe into a housewife.
Here's the question I got.
You've seen that, so don't act like we all have seen.
We grew up on that.
Here's the question I got though. Here's the question I got. So Chris,
yo,
Don, and me, we all had PE class together, right? Mm-hmm. So we all that I say that to establish that we all went to high school together, right? So we all know girls in high school that, if they could, they would. We all know that, right? Y'all agree with me there. I ain't saying no names. I ain't putting nobody out there. I ain't putting nobody on Front Street. But we all can agree on that premise, right?
Yeah.
Well, the world ain't talking about them girls. So why the hell are we talking about Lori Harvey? Because the only reason we know about Lori Harvey is the fact that she's Steve Harvey's daughter.
But you know about
That's the only reason we know about it.
You just gave somebody some facts they didn't know. But I'm talking about it from a conversation perspective.
No, I mean, I get what you're saying, but it's like we get so caught up in talking about people that are famous for no freaking reason. And here's the thing. This says more about Michael Jordan than it does. Michael B. Jordan than it does, Lori Harvey, because her track record is out there in front of you. Like, you can see it from Puffy to Future to whoever. You can see it. So why are you in this relationship? You can't turn a whore into a wife or housewife. Hold on that right. It's hold on a mission and it's hold on a crack pipe. That's what.
But check this out. I've seen. Hold on, but I've seen a comment that says Lori Harvey only doing what men have been doing, wasting women's time and dating without a purpose.
Oh, that's garbage. Because women have been doing the same thing.
No.
Women ain't doing nothing. Men ain't doing it. Men ain't doing nothing. Women ain't doing.
Hey, Don, like we had the last conversation, I'm the most 50-50 when it comes to men and women. And that's the damn truth. We as guys, we've been doing that.
You'll take a woman last.
So, hey, what's good? What's that? They got all types of sayings for that. I ain't got no issue with it, bro. Michael B. Jordan learned his lesson. Oh, girl, get to go swing to the next sometime.
Here's what I'll say, man.
Because think about it. She'll be dating like Christian McCaffrey or somebody next week.
Mute this dude, man. Jeez.
He just self-promoting the Carolina Panthers on here, man. Like,
so listen,
like every topic got the Panthers in it.
I actually salute Lori Harvey, and I'm gonna explain why.
Go ahead.
Michael B. Jordan, 35 years old. He ready to settle down. He ready to do this, that, and the third. This chick ain't nothing about 23, 24 years old or something like that.
She's 25.
All right, like I was way off.
That's the ignorant time to me.
But she out there living her life, right? This dude is ready to settle down. She's not. She did the right thing by saying, yo, you know what? I love you or whatever the case may be. But right now, that's not the time for me.
Hey,
I applaud that.
Hey, and I commend this because a lot of people might continue doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that's doing it that don't want to do it, and I think, hey, if it ain't working for one, it's got like a relationship got to work for both people. If it ain't working for both people, then hey, you need to go your own way.
Great point, though. That's just reality. I was pushing hard to like 29. Well, it seemed like when you hit that 30, it's like a dome go out. Like,
yo, I got
well, got it out. Pushing hard to 29.
Pushing hard to about 29, but once I hit that 30, I was like, yeah, I don't know what hit me. I was like, I need to chill out. You got me a good old wife.
You got anything on the mic? No, yes.
I'm kind of with Rocky and Chris on this one, man. I mean, you can't talk no shit about no female making no moves. Come on, man. Come on now. That ain't fair. She got just a right to make. If she unhappy, she need to fucking go. It don't matter who it is. I said, I've been the same way about a dude. If he unhappy, he need to go. He need balls enough to say what he want. And the same thing with her. She got to have ovaries enough to say what she want. And that's what she did. In fact, that helped her stock if you think about it. She told Michael B. Jordan no. This kid was like voted the world's sexiest man. Right. So you can't go nowhere but up from here. It sounds like a great fucking business move for me. Go Lori. How about that?
She cut off Creed, man. She cut off Creed. You can't cut off Creed. That nigga box.
Obviously, you can't cut him off.
I agree with him on that.
It'll be all right.
Next up.
Yeah, that's funny, bro.
Niggas get dumped every day, B.
That's funny as hell.
That's facts, though.
The hell you got on here?
Oh no, this is the rapper that.
I got my bifocals on. I can't see that shit.
Wait a minute, what that say?
Go ahead.
No, this is the rapper that got killed. The lady house. Trouble. Rapper named Trouble.
Oh, the dude that got killed over his side chick house.
Hey, I 100% agree with that statement. Like I said, until 29, I was pushing hard. Hey, I never have a female could come to my crib. I ain't going to this. We have to be really into it for me to be going.
Yeah, and when I picked this, I was just thinking more so like, when is it? I'm just saying, like,
where you from?
Is it Atlanta?
Yeah, I think he's from Atlanta.
Yeah.
How old is he?
Trouble. I'm not sure how old Trouble is, man.
Which one?
I'm assuming he one of them young Negroes, but you never tell. These rappers be like 50 trying to rap.
No, he
Trouble.
The one on the left with the white shirt on?
34 years old.
Trouble is to the left.
Okay.
So wait a minute. So the dude to the right is the one who killed him?
Yeah, the dude to the right is the one that killed him, and that might be his mother.
All right. Was he? Okay, wait a minute. But this was his side chick, right?
Yeah, I mean, from what I've read, the dude, the guy on the right that killed the rapper, they just recently broke up. So like maybe like
that was his main chick, right? You can't be shooting nobody on a side chick.
Are you saying that Trouble was?
You shouldn't be shooting nobody over no chick. Period.
I mean, you just gotta just
side piece.
I mean, I get that, but okay, listen. But you gotta think though. You gotta think about it from this man's perspective.
So I said he was dating,
and Duke was in his house.
Yeah. So they was dating for 3 years. So the information that I read, it said it was the guy that killed the rapper. He was dating the lady for 3 years, and they had broke up a week prior.
So she
Can I be honest with y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah, she just went to a different contact list and she hit up her reserves.
So let me ask you this. Did the guy Trouble know about the other guy? I bet he did, right?
One of the things I'm realizing, like, it seems like he didn't know.
All right, okay. So where's the guy who shot him from, Gotti?
Guys always know.
Guys always know.
He's from Atlanta. I mean, both of them from Atlanta. Like I said,
both
he was with the lady.
From Atlanta. Okay, so you better know they knew each other business. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, she probably said she.
Let's talk about it. You ain't in the same city messing with the same chick and don't know about each other, man. Get the
I
fuck
mean, but
out
hold
of
on
here.
now. Wait a minute. That was cats in Spartanburg, small old Spartanburg that was messing with the same chick and didn't know they was messing with the same chick.
You out here pulling
Women
receipts.
good at hiding that stuff.
Then who
Dudes
is that
don't do.
motherfucker?
In most cases,
Then who
dudes
is he really?
don't be caring.
If
Most
we
dudes don't be.
hearing about this guy, if we hearing about him as a story, his city knew him enough that we are talking about it. So
Right.
we ain't talking about fucking Spartanburg. We
And
talking
I don't
about
even know.
niggas
And
knew
I'm
it.
gonna be honest. Yeah, I don't even know the dude outside of this article. I just thought this was.
I mean,
This
like
is my
I ain't
first
never heard
time
of the
hearing about
dude until he was
him
dead.
today.
But you know, that's me. I'm just saying.
For
A
real,
My
lot of these
spin on it
rappers
is
is
like
dying nowadays. They be like, "Yo, so and so died." I'm like, I ain't never heard of dude.
real talk.
my spin
though.
on it is how long should somebody be? You know, how long should you be staying over a lady house? I mean, how soon should it be? Like if you don't have information, I'm saying maybe you don't have information.
I already told you. I told you.
What did she say? What did she say? I just broke up. What did she said? I just broke up with my dude. Maybe
No, that's why.
maybe 2 weeks ago.
Ever since I was able to have my own spot, I have my own spot because I don't do that going to somebody's house and
right. And I feel
Absolutely.
you in that. I feel you. I'm not comfortable with that either. Like I'm definitely not
honesty,
because you don't know because you get caught naked.
not that
With
comfortable.
nothing on.
Man, listen.
Right. But in all honesty, it don't matter. It don't matter if you were at her house or if you were at the Howard Johnson, you were at the Super 8. My man right there, look at them eyes right there. My man was gonna find you. My man was gonna find you.
he finding you.
Listen, can we talk? Listen,
Pause, no homo, all that stuff, right? Pause.
Out of here.
But look at my man, that girl probably gave him some of the best yum yum that he ever had, and he didn't want to let go of that yum yum.
I got a better chance at my crib though. You come run up my house, we're gonna actually have a battle.
All right, but you know what? Obviously
You can't get caught in nobody else's house.
he can't.
Yeah, you can't. Especially if you not even like you ain't even like got that in your mind frame. That man, it's a part. Like it's just and it's not even comfortable for me. Like I'm. Yeah,
but all I'm saying is from a data perspective, all of us when we talk to a female, we know if that female talk to other guys. That's just something you know. They can say whatever the hell they want to. You know.
I mean, you have it like here's the thing. Even if you don't definitively know, you kind of know. Like you kind of have a. You kind of like, hey, wait a minute. You know, like hold on. So I agree with you there.
She was single. That's what she told me. She told me that my bad.
Hey, but let's be real, man. Most dudes don't care.
Here's the thing I don't understand. And maybe this is just me. I'm a little bit of a simp.
Most dudes don't be that.
Dudes are sensitive, homie. Dudes are sensitive, especially when you mess with.
Yes, they do. Yes, they are.
All right, so let me say. So she tells you, hey, I ain't been with nobody because most people go. Most of them will say I ain't did nothing in a long time. So you don't get that anyway. But I'm just saying, so she tell you I ain't dealt with nobody in a while, and
they lie.
What are you gonna do to research that?
That's as true.
Listen, this is one of the best mantras.
That's as true as you telling me you ain't in DC when you 5 minutes away. Stop it.
What's true? I mean, what we saying? What you saying?
In other words, but dude, if you believe an attractive female, they tell you they ain't talking to nobody. That's BS.
Yeah, I believe it was the great Ronald Reagan that said trust but verify. It's like, yo, but here's the thing though, the story has to add up. The story has to add up.
Say trust.
And here's the thing, and like I had got into this argument a while back when I was talking to some people, and we were kind of like the whole thing about, they were talking about their baby daddies ain't shit. Like here's the thing. They ain't because you didn't verify. So you messing with this girl, like, here's the thing. You messing with this girl and you chose to go over there. How long you known this girl? What you know about her? Where she from? Who she hang out with? Who are her friends?
That's why I don't be at their house.
Yeah, so now you went over to her house and you don't really know nothing to say. You don't really know nothing about her. You don't know you don't know if she's dating a simp. You don't know if she's dating you don't know if she's dating a guy that, is playing outside of his league. So she the best thing he ever had. What he don't know is she ain't worth too damn fly smash. Now he in love with this girl that is messing with these other guys, but in his mind she faithful to her. So now here comes the ultimate sipping. So now he's gonna go over here and he's gonna kill somebody and go to jail for life over some over some young that he could have got around the corner for the same thing. But he don't know no better.
No better.
He don't know no better.
Could have shopped on OnlyFans.
That's you coming from your experience, man. A lot of people don't formulate that thought process, man. When you out in it like that, like when you said, like Chris said, he was running until he was 29.
Hey, wait a minute, hold on, listen.
You don't formulate that thought process.
My high school sweetheart, I thought that I was supposed to stay with her because I ain't know no better. Somewhere around age 19, 20, I realized I was kind of, hey, wait a minute, hold on. I don't need to be doing all this.
Well, yeah, that's rare when people high school and on. That's amazing to me. I had to be able to run a little bit before.
Like Rocky said, look at this man. This man looks like Bone Crusher.
I've been with my wife since I was 16 years old.
Ooh, yeah, nah, not me. Couldn't
16.
do it. 16, my man.
Listen. I dodged the bullet. I married a good woman.
so Rock one of the people that got one of those nice rare vehicles at the beginning of life and was able to just keep it. They ain't normal.
That Delta 88.
I kept getting used vehicle, old vehicle.
Y'all ain't never met Rock's wife, but I'm pretty sure Michelle got a mean right hook. So that's why Rocky act like he got some sense. Cause he don't want his ass whooped. That's what that is. Let's call it what it is.
That's what that is, Rock.
That's what it is. He don't want his ass whooped.
Blink twice, Rocky.
Rocky, don't tell her I said that though. Michelle, if you listening, you know I love you, baby. You know you're my favorite. You know you're my favorite cousin-in-law.
If you're being abused, seek help.
All right, we got no trouble, man. I mean, I hate that he died over some.
Yeah, that's the only thing I hate, dog. Like that's the biggest part about this is the black on black bullshit. Now, like you going to shoot him off.
Man, listen, look, if I mean, you know how you're supposed to move. If you live in a certain life, there's certain rules, and you move like that. Period. If you know, you know. Simple as that. What's next? I hate it for his family, man, and I hate it for if they had kids. That chick gonna be traumatized, ain't gonna be able to date another damn dude again.
Oh, that's the question I had. So
I
had a conversation with some homeboys at work. Do you think that the lady should ever be liable in some kind of something like this?
You should have got it.
I mean, if you could prove intent, yeah.
You gotta prove it some type of way. You can't just
you gotta prove intent.
I mean, because you just come to the house and you got a crazy ass name with a gun coming.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, here's the thing in everything. I feel like you should be upfront when you dating people. Like, if people like the whole, okay, I'm gonna throw the monkey wrench in there. I'm gonna go there. So like people talking about trans people. Like, if you trans, tell people you trans. Like put it out there. Say it. If that nigga, if he still messing with you after you told him you trans, then okay.
We hear.
Because I'm right.
We had to use a disclaimer in a while. We got to use a disclaimer with this nigga.
All right. Let's keep rolling.
Hey, we keeping it real, right? Let's keep it real.
That's a whole lot of words.
Why lie to get into a relationship? If you're gonna lie to get into a relationship, you set yourself up for a situation in which it might go down. I'm just saying.
Hey, this kind of reverse what we was talking about last week, man. So look, it says my husband just came back from work by 7 o'clock, had his bath. I served him his food. He rejected it and told me that he wanted me to eat fish. He wanted to eat fish, pepper soup by that time, and I also just came back from work. I told him that it was not possible, that he should wait until tomorrow. Fish pepper soup is something I have to plan, and it takes time. He got up and he called Lizzie. He called me lazy. He called her lazy in my presence. He picked his phone up and called the girl. He put the phone on speaker and he told the girl he wanted fish pepper soup. The girl responded and told him that she would rush the
whole thing up just now.
That she would rush to the supermarket. No, I thought it said because it's faded out on my screen. So it said she would rush to the supermarket now and buy fish. He should start coming. My own husband dressed up and drove out the house and just looking at him in shock as he dressed up, picked his keys up and zoomed off. Did she do anything wrong?
No. That's weird. Hold up. Why is that her first question?
She ain't do nothing wrong. He's been doing something wrong.
Should she have made? Should he?
Damn it.
Should hey? Because remember last week we was talking about we was talking about last week Damn, I forgot exactly what we was talking about, but it was kind of like the same thing where the fixing stuff, and you would call somebody that you would call somebody to fix it if you keep asking. Dude said he wanted
Dude,
this.
This is a prime example of not having any kind of self-esteem, bro.
Right. That's
Let me
exactly
be
what
at the
that is.
crib. Let me be at the house, and I said, say I walk, like my wife walk in and says she wants something, and I like, yeah, I can't get that, and she gonna call another motherfucker and tell him to get it, and my first question is gonna be, oh, should I have made it? Kiss my ass. I'll be like, yo,
Like, we out. Peace. Holla. Let me tell my wife. Listen, my wife had a pork chop ready for me when I got home. Like, like, let me say I don't want that, and then she be like, I'm ready to call another nigga that like it. Okay, that's the last day we married. Like, why is this a debate? Like, why is this an issue? What am I missing here?
I thought we were going to talk about her being a transformer. I didn't know what this was about.
Nah, man, because last week we was talking about. Look, last week we was talking. Last week we was talking about like say your wife needs something fixed at the house, and she asked you a couple of times.
Yeah, that female was on with us last week, right?
Yeah, and then she go get somebody to fix it. We were saying was she wrong? Was she wrong for doing that? The dude got mad.
Yeah, I mean, as far as that goes, that happened all the time. I mean, you might not be a fucking plumber, so you got to call one. But you should say that as a man. Oh, baby, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. We should just call somebody, and then you get ahead of that and you call them first. That's number one.
Mike,
but as far as this particular chick goes, wait a minute, hold still. As far as this particular chick goes, she should have took whatever she had just cooked and threw it right in that motherfucker face.
Oh, give him the Al Green.
Not the Al Green, not the grit ball.
Damn, man. So you create that's domestic violence, man. What you doing, man?
Not the grit ball.
They can do right. They can do
I bet you ain't gonna call somebody else to make the fish soup. How about that?
Hey, apparently the way he makes it sound is that he was working and she wasn't, right?
Well,
is that the case?
No.
Is that the case? Was he working and she wasn't?
No.
She was working.
She had just got back from work.
Yeah, she.
He got to sit his ass down somewhere.
Okay.
As the great Clarence Carter said, it's cheaper to keep her.
But that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, you can't come from your job and think you're more tired than the lady going from her job.
You shouldn't be married, man. You don't deserve a wife, as far as I'm concerned.
Right. And that nigga think she her property.
Facts.
But literally she is, because the first question out of what she did, all that she said, her first question was, "Did I do something wrong?"
That shit's on him. That shit
man,
on
that's an indictment on her self-esteem. I would say stuff like that to my wife.
That's not a bad look.
You're supposed to call up the homegirls ready to whoop some ass or something about it. What the hell we talking about?
Right. Like, her brother's gonna be over there and everything.
Right.
Every night I gotta fight to prove my love.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
an easy one, dog. That was an easy one.
We all made choices.
Yeah, I'm having some issues on my end, man.
Matrix.
Yeah, I'm having some issues with my.
I'm mad we had a transgender comment, then this motherfucker called a transformer. I mean, what the hell is going on?
Baby. Oh, wait, we ain't supposed to talk about transgenders? I asked Don what the rules were.
I didn't say let's talk, but I was just saying Rock brought up transformer, so I guess that was his way of saying it.
More than meets the eye.
Impossible.
Everybody make choices. Good ones, bad ones. Ain't up to nobody to fucking judge. Ain't nobody perfect. Not a damn soul. Motherfuckers gotta learn how to mind their fucking business. That's the problem.
Amen to that one.
That's the biggest problem with the country. Just mind your damn business, dog. Get
right. Like,
my house ain't your house, and your house don't get to judge my house unless your house don't pay for my house. How about that,
man? So real life. I was going to church with a bunch of evangelicals, and one of them asked me one time. They said, "What would you do if your son was gay?" I said, "Love him." They were like, "Well, that doesn't make sense." I was like, No, really, it does. Like, yo, that's his preference.
Correct.
That's his business.
But I'm going in a different direction. I'm asking because Mike said about, mind your business or whatever the case. But if I'm out there in the streets, I'm out there at the club, or I'm wherever people meet people nowadays, right? And shorty look good, we vibing, we talking, we getting this close and this, that, and the third. We slide numbers, we talking about doing this, that, and the next step. And when I reach down there,
how you reaching already? You reaching quick, bro. You reaching early.
I'm saying this is some days. This might be.
Yeah, you move fast, Rock. You move fast. Show enough. Go on,
I said the next steps and the next. I'm talking. We talking later, right?
Rock be in the club grabbing sausage.
And you got a pole. You feeling a fishing rod. What do you mean, mind your business at that time, brother?
Oh, that's your business.
Oh no, I agree with you. Like, yo, if you doing it under, so here's the thing.
It's literally,
and I think that was actually a case, here recently where a guy got found not guilty of murdering a person that lied about being a woman. So here's my thing. Why lie about who you are? If you gay, be gay. If you straight, be gay. If you straight, be straight. If you're a racist, be racist. If you not racist, then be not racist. Why lie about it? Like, make that like
people ain't that
comfortable. It is
what
it is.
But Rocky, I dig what you're saying. People ain't that comfortable in their own skin, though, my man. But Rocky, to answer your question, look, man. Here's the thing. It's on every man to do his motherfucking due diligence. What I mean by due diligence is, if you think something may be wrong, then ask a damn question. So if you ain't asked nothing because you let it get that far without knowing,
my dude,
some of these guys be way too horny for that stuff you talking about.
Some of these
that's their problem. They be way too horny for what you talking about. They ain't trying to do their due diligence. If they in the club and somebody grinding on them and they think they about to get some action, the niggas ain't trying to adjudicate to find out if that's a woman. They gonna find out when they get back home.
Look, then he about to find the fuck out. Then go, cool work.
Yeah, that's
why I
do
your due diligence.
But
do your due diligence.
That doesn't go with what Mike said though, because Mike said minding business. So technically, when you literally reach down there and grab some business, it's now your business.
I don't even want to say that.
Once you wake up in the crying game.
Yes, sir. It is now your business. It is your problem now.
I believe that you have to be upfront with yours in that situation. Why are you lying? So, because listen, at the end of the day, you never know. It's not me, but maybe the dude is okay with that. But say up front, and I'm not. All right, yo, peace. You can't force me to like that. You can't be mad at me or call me homophobic or transphobic, because that's not what I prefer. Hey, I like driving a truck. I don't like driving a car.
Yeah, but that's I don't know. That's dangerous grounds when we talking about preference. Look, here's my thing. I don't give a shit who you fuck.
1,000.
I don't care.
1,
Here's my only problem. Here's my only issue. Some people got a biblical problem with it. That's cool. But that's a whole nother conversation. We ain't talking about that. But now my only issue with it being in the media is, again, like I spoke about before, the younger generation who don't understand their own sexuality are now being fed a certain thing. Right. But I've also had people speak to me and say, well, damn, that's the same thing with you, right? Being raised macho, like a man, that's the same thing. So you can't necessarily control your environment in some cases, and every case is different. Right. So why I say that a motherfucker need to mind their fucking business? Because it ain't for you to judge and look at what somebody do behind closed doors. That's not your fucking business.
And that's the thing. What I do in my bedroom is my business. What you do in your bedroom is your business. Why are we talking about what I do in my bedroom?
But if you put that shit out there, it becomes people business. So it depends on how you.
And,
It depends on how you.
and that's the
Depends
thing.
on
But
how
here's
you.
the thing.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, there's people we
But
went to
wait a
high
minute,
school
what
with
are you
this
saying,
game
Dottie?
that
When
we knew
somebody
was
say
gay
they
when we
put
went to high
themselves
school
out
with them.
there, that's for people to know their business, right?
Yeah, if you put it out there.
I'm
All
just
right,
saying.
okay.
I just think
So
it's a shame.
us as men can just mind our business, man. We can not even.
But in reality, if
All right,
everybody,
go ahead.
if everybody minded their business, the world would be a lot smoother. We wouldn't be in this abortion shit because it'd be somebody else's business, not yours. And we wouldn't be in a racist job shit because motherfucker mind your business, don't mind mine. Like that's really all it is. It's people hating on other motherfuckers, man, really. But like I said,
Thank you.
And
Thank
then,
you.
Yeah.
when you put your
can't
hand on
Appreciate
it,
that.
that was your business.
I've always thought you was like mine.
yeah, but you can't say you can't 100% say hate either.
Except with that sports shit, nigga. You extra with that sports shit.
Wait a minute, you can't 100% say what done?
Hate because everything ain't hate because you don't agree with it. Some people think it's hate because you don't agree with something.
Well, hold on. So wait a minute. Here's where hate comes into, and I'm gonna say this as a licensed and ordained. I'm gonna play that card real quick. I'm gonna say this as a licensed and ordained minister. Here's where hate comes in: when you use it as a weapon against somebody. When you know, like I have a family member that is gay. And the one thing that hurts me to this day is they felt like they couldn't tell me. They felt like they couldn't tell me because based on what the family that we grew up in, they were worried that I would judge them. Like that to this day, that bothers me. Because it's like, okay, you have so many people that have said, oh, you're going to hell, you're going to hell, you're going to hell. First of all, if you can literally fix your lips to tell somebody that they're going to hell, that is nothing more than hate. There's no way to quantify that other than you're not telling somebody based on your religious faith. You're exercising the worst of your faith by telling them that they're going to hell. You are literally condemning somebody to eternal damnation because you don't agree with what they do. You're not giving them any room for repentance or growth. You're saying you're going to hell because you love somebody the same sex as you.
Yeah, most of this shit's hate. I mean, I think that's the best term for it. Definition of hate.
As I said,
There's so much to fucking unpack with that shit you just said, man.
I have no qualms.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, that's another.
I'm just saying, as somebody that grew up in that faith, and somebody that exercises in that faith, I'm telling you what they say.
Hey man, but my thing, your religion should be your religion. You can't be putting your religion on everybody. So like if somebody's saying you're going to hell, I tell them kiss my ass. Like, what if I'm atheist? Fuck you in hell. You know what I'm saying? That's what I say. So
somebody asked me one time, real talk, when I was heavy in ministry, somebody asked me one time, they said, how do you feel about gay marriage? I said, let me get married. They were like, don't that go against your religion? I said, but it don't go against the Constitution of the United States. And the Constitution of the United States says the Congress shall make no laws, restricting the exercise of free speech. Restricting free speech and the exercise thereof. So you can't make a law based on my faith. So just because I believe that, because my faith tells me marriage is between a man and a woman, don't mean that the United States has to recognize what I believe in my faith.
Hey,
I have plenty of gay weddings. Push entertainment.
I've done a couple. I've done one. Never, I ain't gonna say I could done a couple. I did one.
They definitely make
we can rank them. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Rank them. Hold on, man. I want the top. I want your top three in order and bottom one.
I can't see the bottom two, bro.
Yeah, I can't. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me go look. I can't see the bottom two.
Okay, I can tell you now what I'm saying, and I'm sorry if it's gonna hurt some people feeling they shouldn't.
Don't do it.
Get rid of Tracy Morgan.
I agree with that.
Tracy is not funny.
To me, Tracy's not a stand-up. He's more of a what you call that? He's more of a comedic actor than a comic. Than like a stand-up guy.
He wasn't even funny in 30 Rock. I stopped watching the first season.
Listen,
so why you shit? Why you doing Tracy? Why you doing Tracy like that? That man, I've been through a lot.
Who's that bottom right corner? Why I don't know who that is?
Davidson.
Who?
That's Tommy Davidson from 11 Color.
Oh God.
Okay,
man,
so looking
Hold
at
on,
good.
hold on. What you mean? Oh God, what's that?
Get old, Chris. Relax.
those are
Judge.
2 words. Oh God.
So you don't think you
So
think you
number
serve?
one
Old,
on the
man.
list
Hold on,
definitely
man.
is
You hating,
I
man.
mean,
You hating.
usually say, oh, so now I'm hating. I thought I could
All right,
hate.
so do everybody agree that
Chappelle. is
Hustle,
number
what's his name? I can't even think his name now, man. Either worse.
Tracy Morgan.
Cool.
Tracy Morgan.
Yeah,
I
Tracy,
couldn't even think of-
Tracy Morgan.
Hustle,
Tracy
man.
Morgan.
So we all agree that Tracy Morgan is the worst of the crew.
Yeah,
Alright.
so you thought about.
All right,
Okay.
who's all right? So now we're gonna pick the top 3. We're gonna go from the 3 to 3.
All my 3 on the left side of the
Damn,
screen.
we just skipping right to 3 from 6.
My 3 on the left side of the screen.
Yeah, I'm just picking the bottom and the top 3. I just said the bottom and the
Very,
top 3.
very advanced.
So you say your 3 is
All the 3 on the left, and I'll put DL
in order. I want them in order. I want them in order. Don't try to.
I'm going Chappelle 1 and Chris Rock 2. What's my man on the bottom?
Chris Rock.
Cedric.
I like Chris Rock, but hey, he had one of the funniest jokes.
I don't think Chris Rock all that funny.
Shit, he's funny as hell to me.
Yeah, but Chris Rock talk about real shit subtly.
He funny.
Yeah.
He funny.
When that mug said, "Oh boy," had
You get to that level of comedy, you need
he
to
said,
be
"George
Kobe
Bush had
Edwards
a pocket full of
man.
fuck that you could be hanging to save your life." He said, "Oh, I don't give a fuck." That shit was funny. No, that's one of the funniest jokes he said.
Hey, so
But,
who you got, Rock? Rock, who you got? Who's your
I got Chappelle at 1. I got DL at 2. And I got
I
Cedric.
can make an argument for that, Rock. Go ahead.
And who number 3? Cedric.
I got Cedric at 3.
I got Ced at 3, but I got
I
DL.
can't have him at 3. I can't have him at 3.
Who you got? Who you got?
Wait, which said are we talking about though? Are we talking about Kings of Comedy said, or are we talking about Be Cool said? Them 2 different Cedric the entertainer.
Hey,
I agree with that.
And you don't look at us. You look at them in his prime. Everybody in their prime, man. Who you?
Everybody in their prime.
Okay, because I'm gonna say Ced came a little. He's like, I don't know.
Because I'm gonna tell you, Tambourine.
You can't do it like that, man. You can't do it like that.
In my life, Tambourine.
Can't do it like that.
Tambourine was horrible.
Hey, I can't see you, Rico. You got you. Right, so Rico, what's your top 3, man? Out of this,
based on the list, I'm gonna go with Chappelle 1, Prime said 2, Tommy Davidson 3.
Dang, you got Tommy up there.
Here's the thing: I'm a fan of activist DL, not necessarily a fan of political DL. I mean, I'm a fan of political DL, not necessarily a fan of comedic DL. Like I like listening to the brother on his radio show, like when he's talking about issues. I like that DL.
Hey, now it's about who.
What's up? Who you got, Mike?
Where Monique at? She gonna get mad. She ain't on this list.
I'm tired of they. I'm tired of they shit. I'm tired of
Monique gonna be. She gonna babies. Don, you done mess with me, babies.
Hey, she gonna call for a boycott of this podcast. You have done it now, Don.
So who you got, Mike?
Chappelle got to be 1, right?
Yeah, everybody. I think everybody got
We can
Chappelle.
all agree on that.
Yeah.
But after that, I'm gonna go Chris Rock just because of the amount of time he been in the game. Come on, and his transcendence in the game. We're talking about Cookie from New Jack City, man.
Eddie Murphy been in the game a long time too, but he sucks.
Eddie Murphy ain't on the list, Rob. Eddie Murphy ain't on the list.
Hey, listen, we talking about Eddie. Listen, I refuse to acknowledge anything Eddie Murphy did after about 94, 95.
Pluto Nash killed it. I was so hyped to see that. I had my family there.
Put a screen up. Put a screen up. Is Eddie Murphy on this motherfucker?
No, he's not.
Okay, cool. So then my third is DL Hughley. What the fuck we get to Eddie Murphy? Where we get to Eddie Murphy at?
Hey, man, it always goes sideways, man. So you got DL Hughley at your 3. I got Chappelle, Rock, and I go with Ced number 3, man. For my
then
who your 4?
Who's the 4th, 5th, and 6th?
Hey man, who my 4 would probably be it'd
four.
be I'll go DL 4 and then 5 Tommy and Tracy.
You put DL at number 3, fool.
Who?
You.
No, I said
Get it together.
Ced. I said Ced. You asked me what's my 4. You asked me what my 4
Oh,
was.
so wait a minute. So you think such an entertainer funnier than DL Hughley?
Yeah, I got Ced over.
I got Ced at 3 on mine.
I got Ced at 3, yo.
But each their own.
D.L. Hughley good at cracking on people to me. That's what I
Oh
like.
no, he funny. He funny to me. I think he my number 4 out of this list, and it's not the same. I
Like
like
my
Tommy
wife said,
Davis.
she don't ever want to sit down front when she had a DL Hughley concert.
Yeah, and I actually like Tommy Davis, and I like him too.
Truth be known, Tommy Davidson would have been my third, man. But D.L. Hughley, he keep it too motherfucking real. So he got to get his spot on the list. To me.
All right.
Should have had Country Wayne on this motherfucker. That's what you should have had. Country Wayne.
Who?
Wayne.
That nigga is unfunny as hell.
That's sizzling your spirit.
Oh yeah, you did
That
say he
nigga is
wasn't
unfunny with a capital unfunny.
Hey, that shit he just had with him and Mike Epps.
He do the same skit every week.
That shit fun.
When Drip go to parole office, when Drip stop by the parole office, when the parole officer stop by Drip house, like, okay, nigga, we get it. Drip on parole.
And he making millions of dollars. Don't hate on that dude.
Hey, listen, I ain't mad at him making millions.
What the hell, dude? You got ass and shit on this list.
Yeah, you got a lot of stuff.
Give me your bottom 1 and your top 3, man, in order.
Bottom
Wait,
one.
Are we doing the album?
Nigga, I can't even see that. Hold on. I would give you my bottom 1 and I can't see that.
What's on the right? What's the one on the right of Trey?
Damn. Hey, Don, this is hard.
It's Outkast. It's
Okay.
Outkast.
Damn, dude. Hey, man. I can't do a 3 on this, bro, because you got DMX, you got the Snoop album, you got Outkast, ATLians, and you got.
I mean, it ain't saying that the other album is whack. It's just saying you saying the other one is just better.
Is that
My process of elimination? 8 has to be my bottom 1.
Nah, that's volume. Is that reason? Nah, that's volume 1.
All right, then it's got to be. Well, just depending on what whatever. But it's got to be the Fix, Scarface, DMX, and is that Rakim and fucking
Eric B and
It's got to be Eric B and Rakim, man.
Yeah, that's Eric B and Rakim.
I'm gonna go with Eric B and Rakim, DMX, and the Fix.
Is that your order?
And I can argue Illmatic.
But I'm saying is that your order?
Damn, man, he got notorious. Man, I can't do this.
No, I'm saying your top 3 in order and your bottom 1. What's the worst album on this list? And it's not to say the album whack. It's just saying it's the.
I don't feel like I couldn't rank it like that. I can't rank it like that. I mean, I like them all for different reasons at different times when they came out.
DMX.
So wait, how exactly are we ranking these?
No, what's the worst album? The worst album in the best 3 albums. That's how I'm ranking.
I got
the best 3 for me.
Ideas to rank a ass of shit. Oh, like you still doing it, man, after all this time.
Oh,
the best 3 for me is gonna be
after all this time.
DMX is as dark as hell is hot. Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style. Outkast, ATLians.
And so is ATLians, though. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's a lot of real good albums here, man.
Dude,
Rocky, already know you got Ready to Die number 1. I got Ready to Die
number 1. He put Tupac at the bottom.
Number 1, baby.
You know he put Me Against the World as his bottom.
I didn't know. I did not.
But that was on the list with other Park albums, man. So
MCH to me is the bottom.
That's what I said. MCH got to be the bottom.
He got
Hey, that MC8 hard.
That
MC8 is hard.
I can't rock with that. I tell you who I can't put in the bottom though. Is that
maybe the Roots?
MJG?
I'm putting that. I'm throwing that Drake.
At the bottom.
You throwing? Wait, what?
I'm putting that Drake at the bottom.
You said Drake or Drake?
That's Drake. I'm taking that first one at the top. That first one is if you're reading this.
That's right. Then say that. Then we putting Drake at the bottom. Of course.
Yeah. If Drake's
I thought you said Drake and Chronic. I was about to hang up.
Yeah, Drake at the bottom. If Drake on here, he at the bottom.
Yeah, Drake is the first album on the first album at the top. If you're reading this,
I'm about to drive to DC.
Y'all sleep on
No, I'm not saying. Look, I'm not saying the album is whack. I'm just saying
this is bad fucking presentation, man.
All right.
Hey, what you mean we sleep on Drake? Why should we be awake?
Man, listen, the dude, nothing but a hit back.
Hey, yo, hit me out.
Hey, it ain't hard to be a hit. Wait a minute, hold on. Now, it ain't hard to be a hit in the day's times. I mean, like that's a really low bar.
Nah, what I'm saying though, and I think you have to agree, he's probably one of the only rappers that how do I put this without sounding 50 years old? that you can understand that.
Okay, that's that fact.
That
So Rocky,
has-
what's the bottom album for you? Did you say count them?
for me, because to me, he only has
I
that
see
one.
where you're going with that.
Nah, that MC.
I see where you're going with that.
You need to revisit that 8, man. That 8
I see where you're
hard.
going.
Hey man, listen. Compared to the other albums you have on that list,
Who that at the
8's gonna
bottom
be at the
left?
bottom. I'm just saying.
What's the bottom left?
That's LL Cool J. Is that Bigger and Deffer or Walk with a Panther? I'm not. Yeah, I have to look at the cover.
Oh, I got to know that. Wait a minute. Now I got to know that. You know, I can't see that that's LL down there. So I got to know what album that is. You know, see, man, look, you got
think
these
that's
albums here, and they all at these
Y'all be
mixed
out
up
here trying to set up
times.
pre-cut.
It's
Oh,
bad presentation, man. Bad presentation.
That's Bigger and
Stick with
Deffer,
the
man.
Well, I know I'm going DMX, and I got to put the shit
And
I
that's
listen.
you heard me. That's Bigger and Deffer. That's Bigger and Deffer. LL Cool J. That definitely ain't good.
I heard you.
DMX,
Man.
you got
I
Notorious.
already made my decisions on it. All right, Gotti, I appreciate it. You brothers take it easy. Take care of yourselves.
All right, man. See you.
The word I ain't gonna write.
So what you were saying? What you say, Chris?
With the which Jay-Z album that is in the top right corner?
That's volume 1. That's volume 1.
Yeah.
That's the one with the.
that's what Art Not Life. Art Not Life.
That's
is on it.
That's Sunshine. But it got some
Okay.
hard. It got some hard shit on there though. That where I'm from, it's some hard shit on it.
Yeah,
They got that
I'm probably going with the DMX, the Outkast, and I don't know if I want to pick that Me Against the World or that Notorious B.I.G. or that Chronic or that Snoop. Yeah, that whole little middle section right there.
Wait, hold on. Ready to Die is the one that's got Warning on it, right?
Yeah, I got Ready to Die. I got Chronic. I
Yeah,
got
like
that.
you can't
I got Ready.
Damn,
Damn, yo, they got it's hard to pick against Doggy Style, man. Damn.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
like it's hard to get like
Hey, I
Ready
got
to
Ready.
Die and Doggy Style is hard to pick against just from a storytelling, standpoint.
I look Ready to Die, my number 1 album on this list. I'm just gonna tell y'all that right now. That DMX is my number 2.
Yeah, I still
Like that right there is probably one of the hardest albums.
That's one of the
Like
hardest
that
albums.
DMX my number 2,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna go with damn, yo, the Chronic and Doggy Style is what I'm kind of battling.
Nigga, I'm also
right
happy.
DMX is what you had in this man.
I
before
love that. I
basketball
love
game.
that. I love that Mobb Deep Murder Music, man. That motherfucker is that joint hard, man. Remember they bootlegged that joint that summer, man.
Man, listen.
There's a lot of hard albums on here, man. Ain't
Let
none
me
of
tell you
these
something.
albums.
Real talk. DMX is it's dark and as hell is hot. If you play AAU ball, that's what you had on you. That's what you was listening to while you was in the car riding down the highway.
Yeah,
That was my last year or two in high school because I remember when I was in college, they had that Slippin' was out. That was on the second album.
Chris, what year you came out, Chris?
98. Chris,
okay, so he came out in 98 with you. So I came out in 2000. So that was right around that time.
Yeah, Slippin'.
By the time I think the professional came out my senior year.
Yeah, Professional was hard. Yeah, DJ Clue shit.
Yeah,
right.
That was when I first heard 50 Cent when he was robbing motherfuckers.
Rob.
You stupid.
That was a funny ass song.
Hey, Rocky, would you say your 3 was? Would you say your 3 was? What Rocky doing?
What happened?
I said, would you say your 3 was?
My top 3 is definitely Big at 1.
Yep.
I'm East Coast. You already know that. So
I already know it's Big.
Right. You know it's Big. You know it's Jay-Z. And then my shocker, believe it or not, is going to be Ghostface. Actually, I'm sorry. I just saw DMX.
Hey, that's Supreme Clientele hard.
It is.
That's Supreme. Oh man, that's Supreme. Man, all these albums hard, man. All these albums hard.
Yeah, that's why I said when I started.
It's hard. But see, I actually seen this, and I said, let me rock it.
What's call Eric B and Rakim. It's extremely hard to say a top 3. Because I'm odd to all of these.
Because I mean, you got Illmatic, you got Notorious, you got Me Against the World, you got Snoop Dogg.
Hey, that fix is hard. That Scarface the fix is hard.
Man, stop it. I need that.
That Roots is hard. Don't slip on that Roots.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. That's
I
what's
got
up,
a lot of
man.
these on the playlist. Already.
But here's the thing about that Roots though. I don't know nobody that wakes up and say, "Ooh, man, I want to listen to the Roots."
You got to be in that mood for the Roots, man.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not a like
Classic.
when you talk about recognition, the Roots is probably the weakest link in that sense. Well, hold on, I take that back. MC8 is still the weakest link.
Nah, man. You got to get off of MC8, man.
I take that back. MC8 is still
man.
the weakest link in that particular.
Nah, man.
I'm just saying.
Drake the weakest to me.
Probably one of the most underrated MCs.
Who?
Period. Black
Who?
Thought. Black Thought.
Like
he
that?
is.
Oh yeah, I like.
Hey,
some-
hey, MC8 got some. I mean, he still put out music, man, and it's actually pretty decent, man. Like dope. Got jumped with DJ Premier. He had, a few years ago, he put out an album DJ Premier. That was pretty good. Like he still put out music, but I like some of the older heads still putting out albums, man. Y'all might be sleeping on them, but some of them.
You know what we need? We need an old school beef. Like Pusha T and Drake gave me some 90s nostalgia when they went head to head. I was loving that.
Hey, Pusha T bodied Drake, man.
I mean, he did, but it gave me old.
But see,
school
you got
vibes.
to understand this generation a little different because back in the day, that probably would have, your career would have probably been like people would have just thought you was like when they thought you was corny back in the day, it was a rap. Like once you got corny, that was it. Wasn't no. Yeah. Once you, but now they they still cheer you on.
Now corny is what's in.
All right, Rock is out, but we about to jump off anyway, man. That was it, man. That's it for the show, man. Rock's about to jump off. Well, he did jump off.
Yeah, I think I better go to sleep too. I got to get up at 6 a.m. He ran. Oh, he ran.
Yeah, he went away like he went silent.
His wife called his name. That's what.
Hey man,
it was.
thank
Don't
y'all for joining
y'all.
us, man. And every week, Rico, hey man, whenever you want to jump on, man, y'all got.
Hey, I'm here to argue. Goddamn it.
Hey, y'all got, yeah. And then you start interviewing yourself, man. Like you want to this dude start interviewing himself, and then
hey,
yeah.
Listen. I told you from the jump. Like I'm here to fight, goddamn.
It's all good, man.
That's the only reason I got on here was to fight.
I love it. Come bring it back, man. We was arguing last week about some of that stuff, man. I like to bring up I bring up stuff that might be like, we don't care about the Harvey stuff, man. I just want to know what y'all think, man, about a female rolling out on a dude.
I'm still trying to figure out, like,
it's kind of funny because it's kind of funny because that is typically how it is with a dude, like a dude like slide out or something like that. Like it was funny to me. Yeah. I just thought I thought that was like stuff like that. I picked because it's just funny to me that how that went off. But yeah, man. Hey, join whenever, man. Y'all can join. Invite some folks. Y'all got some folks that see y'all on the show. They want to get on. Let them get on, man. We like to argue. We like to argue.
Hey,
talk that shit.
Hey man, check this out right here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed or not, but don't nobody like the Redskins but you.
That's not true.
That's true.
We everywhere, man.
No,
because
you're
of
not.
right the park. Because of stop bringing up the Panthers, man, in every conversation, man. Like stop doing that.
I actually got a dude I work with that's a Reds. He a younger dude that's a Redskin fan. Always trying to.
He don't know no better. He was molested as a child.
No, yeah, you too young to even know what's good. If they ever work.
Yeah, he probably like.
They ain't never been good in his lifetime.
Hey, because I know some people like that like certain teams because of their color. Like some people like the Bengals because of the colors. Like some people like teams like that. They fall in love with the colors.
Jerseys.
You want to know how I became a Panthers fan? Because I was a 49ers fan. You want to know how I became a Panthers fan?
You was a correct team fan, and then you went to the Panthers. Now?
Oh, stop it, Tim.
Hey, hold on. And let me before you say what you about to say. A lot of people down that area was Redskin fans because y'all didn't have a team.
That was true.
Don't get it
that
twisted.
Was true. You were like if you lived in the Carolinas, you were either a Redskins fan or a Falcons fan.
I felt sorry for you.
Just because that was the teams that played on the regional. I was a 49ers fan because my brother was a 49ers fan. And then I loved Joe Montana. So that was that.
Hold
on. That Montana Rice, that was my introduction to football.
Hey, the only reason you get off because the Panthers started late, so it's good. You was able to still accomplish the history. So that's the good. Now if you would have been like, man, I was a 49er, but now I'm a Cowboy. Then we gonna have to.
No, I mean like I was a 49ers fan because, like I said, my brother was a 49ers fan.
Guess what? You still are.
No, I mean, so
Hey,
like
hold
here's
on.
the
You
thing.
still got feelings.
I
You
didn't
still
have
got
nothing of
feelings.
my hold on.
You
I
still
didn't have
got
anything
feelings.
of my own. I didn't have anything of my own to
You still
call
got
my own.
feelings.
But
You
hold
still
on,
got
I'm gonna call some
feelings.
stuff to y'all. I'm gonna call some stuff to y'all remembrance. Do y'all remember the 1993 Nothing's Finer Than Football in the Carolinas rally that was at the Flagstaff building?
No.
Y'all remember that when they had a big old rally up downtown when we got the Panthers. Jerry Richardson up in the remember it was the Flagstaff building first, and they had that big old rally downtown.
Yeah, Spartanburg,
So
that big old tall building, light skin
yeah,
building. That's Denny's now.
it's the Avanica building now, but it used to be the Flagstar building.
I think I know
And the
what you're talking
Flagstar Corporation was what Richardson owned at the time. So that was like the initial unofficial headquarters for the Panthers. So they had like this big rally downtown. And they had like Mike Ayers, who was the head coach at Walford. He was there. You know, like you had whoever the head coach was at Clemson, like all of them was there. And like they had this big old rally. So like I was there at the rally, and Jerry Richardson was walking through the crowd. Now, if you remember Jerry Richardson, like you remember Jerry Richardson before the Panthers, you remember like he would be at that Denny's on River Road, just sitting there eating, like just sitting there chilling. Like he'd get up, bust tables out the dormant place behind. Everybody would go to that Denny's, and that would be the thing. So, like we were sitting there at the rally, and Richardson was walking through the crowd, and I remember, you know, like him walking past me, and I was like, "Yo, we got a football team," and he looked at me, and he was like, "We got it for you." I was like, "Yo, I got my own team to cheer for. I ain't got to worry about a team in Washington that to this day I've never seen that shit show y'all call a stadium."
Hey man,
You know,
my thing is you was a 49er fan, and you let that statement take you away from being a 49er fan.
You
That's
still, I know,
listen.
I
So
know, I know.
so let me explain something to you. So like when I worked for TSA, I got stationed in San Francisco for a while. So, you know, like again, by this time I'm a full-fledged Panther fan, but I grew up on Rice and in Montana and Young and Brent Jones and Ronnie Lott and Roger Craig and
no
Tom
way.
Rabbit and all those.
It's no way you became a Panthers fan that easy, man. There's no way. Because
listen,
at that time,
like, so you gotta understand when the 49ers so here's the thing.
So this had to be like
when the 49ers was a dynasty, I was like 6-7 years old. You know, we talking about the late 80s. I was born in 82.
So hold on, you would have been like 10 around this time. So I can kind of
so like we got the Panthers in 90. So we got the Panthers named in 93. So I was
still can't
11.
see it, man. I still can't see it because y'all had Super Bowls. So you should have just been planted. Like you should have been.
So here's the thing. Again, I was a 49ers fan because my brother was a 49ers fan. So that's what, you know, like when the TV, you know, we got a whole bunch of us in the house. The TV is trained on the 49ers.
So Richardson told you he got it for you, and you fell for
that. Hey, listen, he walked through that crowd and he was like, "I got it for you." Wow. What am I supposed to do with that?
Wow.
He probably dropped to his knees and saw halos and shit.
Wow. Hey, listen, they had me. Listen, Richardson had me so bad. They had me defending Jerome when he got in trouble. I was like, "Hey, man," which was true. I was like, "Hey, man, like, yo, if you knew Richardson, like." He's just an old white man that said something stupid. But like if you lived in Spartanburg, like we lived back at the college. So we lived on Evans Street. So when the Panthers, when Walford began building the grounds like the new Gibbs Stadium and all that, they bought out the back of the house. What people don't remember is Spartanburg wanted to use eminent domain to take all those houses. Richardson stopped that. Spartanburg was going to use open eminent domain to take everybody's house. So Richardson was like, "Yo, we ain't doing that."
Keep going, people like that. See, just should stay the 49er fan, dog. It's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I could, but I'm gonna tell you. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you what I tell Dallas fans. I'm gonna tell you. Listen, I'm gonna tell you when I get it. And see, this is why Don should love the Carolina Panthers. This is why he should respect us a whole lot more. You know who it was?
I hate him because of you, man.
Dynasty.
I hate him because of you.
No, I mean, that's a lie. But still,
Panthers fans,
you know
the reason I hate the Panthers. It's Panthers fans, the reasons I hate y'all, man.
Hold on. But do you know who it was that ended the Cowboys dynasty?
I don't want to hear
it. Was the Carolina Panthers.
I don't want to hear it, man. There you go. You do it.
I'm finna prove this. You can look this up. I'm finna prove this. I told this to a guy at Walford last year. It was the Carolina Panthers. Go back and look for it. It was 1996. It was the divisional round of the playoffs. That's when they had Aikman, Deion, Emmett, Irvin, Harper, Novacek, and all that defensive line, that great offensive line. They came to Charlotte. That was Carolina's second year. Now, let me give you the list of people that was medevaced out of Charlotte. Deion, Irvin, Emmett, Aikman. Aikman wasn't the same after that game in Charlotte. Cowboys they did not win a playoff game until a couple of years ago.
So y'all
ever since that game in '96.
So
we ended them.
All I'm saying is,
so you should love us.
I had no issue. No.
Because y'all ain't been good since Joe Gibbs left the first time.
Hey, when
I'm just saying.
I had no issues with the Panthers until the Panthers fans got to the Super Bowl. And then all of a sudden,
no. You had an issue before that. You had because I wasn't even on Facebook. Good. I was on Facebook break when they went to the Super Bowl.
I was good, man.
You were mad at me for calling RG3 RG0.700000.00312.
I hate the Panthers because of this dude, man. That's the reason.
You hate me. You hate it because I told you that Cam Newton was better than Robert Griffin. But
Dallas,
I already got tickets to my Niners Atlanta game in October. Bought them tickets early.
Right.
Hey, too bad you won't be able to get Chick-fil-A though. You gonna be in the stadium and everything gonna be open but Chick-fil-A. That was the dumbest thing that you ever put in the stadium. You put Chick-fil-A in the stadium and it's closed on Sundays. Make sense.
Who did that?
The Falcons.
Wow.
Well, the Falcons,
so why did in that stadium it look like a big old booty hole?
So why is it in there?
What's well, you know, they do all types.
Yeah,
they do all types of stuff in them stadiums now, bro. So,
but don't they don't serve the shit on the football game?
That is pretty dumb to put a damn Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, they put the Chick-fil-A in there and it's not open on Sundays. I'm dead serious. Look it up. They got a Chick-fil-A in the stadium that's not open on Sundays.
Shane can't even defend this. Damn, man. Hey, man, we about to get out of here, man. I'm about to check out, man. Thank everybody for joining.
I'm back next week.
Share the podcast, share the stream. It's everywhere. You can check out the audio version only. It's everywhere, man. Just check it out. We got a loudmouth Dave who sometimes interviews himself, which is great. All right, man.
Hey, I told you I came to fight. I'll be better next week.
Hey, thanks for the birthday shout out, man. Yeah, if y'all didn't know today my birthday.
Oh, by the way, Don old as hell. I didn't go tell nobody else though.
Hey man, I'm 42, man. 42 and loving it, man. They don't even seem like it, man. These
years. Your knees creak, man. Don't they?
Oh no,
your knees be making. My your knees be announcing their presence, don't they?
Nah. My foot messed up from an accident, but I'm good. Other than that, man.
All right, you got a club foot.
Whatever, man.